from taking with test scenarios. What is the meaning of test scenarios? Meaning of test scenarios. What is it? What need to be tested. In the same way, we need to take care about in having test cases. Meaning of test cases. What is it? How to be tested. So these particular test cases, we need to be get mentioned that how to be tested. This particular test scenarios, we need to be get mentioned that high level design and test cases, we need to be get mentioned that low level design. So these particular test cases, we need to be get take care about in having with entry criteria and then taking care about exit criteria. We need to be get take care about entry criteria and taking care about exit criteria. So if I'm taking with entry criteria, meaning of entry criteria, documents to be referred to perform particular activity. The meaning of exit criteria, result or output of particular document. If I'm taking with test cases as part of
Recording
test
in
cases
progress.
entry criteria, what is the first document need to refer? As part of test cases entry criteria, what is the first document need to refer? Approved test plan. After that, approved SRS. After that, approved FRS. After that, approved test scenarios. After that, what is it? Test case guidelines. After that, test case template. Meaning of template format. Templates are provided by test lead. So the test lead will take care about in providing that particular respective template. So as a testing team or as a tester, once we got in a template, we need to take care about that particular respective template. Based on that particular template, we need to take care about in documenting with all that particular test cases. So that particular test cases created by test cases created by tester. That particular test cases reviewed by test lead, approved by test lead. So we need to be get take care about in documenting with these particular things. Now we need to take care about in preparing with test cases for documenting that particular test cases. For now, as of now, we are taking care about documenting the test cases. Because of that, we need to take care about up to expected result. In that, first we got TC. Meaning of TC? Test case ID or number. Then we got TS. Meaning of TS? Test scenario ID or number. Then we got test design step. Meaning of test design steps? Steps to be followed to test particular functionality. We can say that steps to be followed to test particular functionality. Then you will be taking with input data or test data. Meaning of input data? Data to be used to test particular functionality. Data to be used to test particular functionality. Then we need to take care about expected result. Meaning of expected result? Result based on result based on result based on requirement document. So we need to take care about in documenting with up to expected result. That is what we need to be take care about in documenting with, in preparing with all the respective test cases. That is what we need to be take care about in considering the 3.2 as part of easy understanding. First, we started considering with 3.2. 3.2 is related to login. Then we started with 3.1. That particular 3.1 is related to 3.1 related to new user registration. So we need to take care about that particular new user registration. According to that, we have to take care about in documenting with all that particular test cases. In that particular 3.1, we done with scenario number 1. Scenario number 1. What is the scenario number 1? Verify new user registration. That is what we need to take care about in documenting with or preparing that particular respective test cases. Then we need to take care about scenario number 2. What is the scenario number 2? Verify reset button functionality. That is what we got. Then we got that particular scenario number 3. What is that scenario number 3? Verify email received functionality. Okay. After that, we need to take care about links. If I'm taking with that 3.1, what are the links we got? What are the links we got? Go back to login page. So one is go back to login page. Another one, terms and condition. Those two you are considering with the links. How we written for login page related to login page related to login page. How exactly we written the test cases. The same thing it can follow as already we written for login page. I'm not writing, but you guys need to take care about in writing that particular test case. For the time being, I'm not writing. You need to take care about in writing. Okay. What is the next scenario? Verify captcha functionality. We need to take care about in verifying with captcha functionality. You can see that how exactly we can write it. What is the scenario number? Scenario number 5. We need to take care about scenario number 5. Let's see that. Taking with test case 26, which I will be taking with scenario number 5. As usual, you have to take care about all that particular step. What is the steps you need to write? Taking with launch browser. Okay. After that, enter URL. Okay. After that, what is that? Click on new user register. Click on new user register here. After that, we need to take care about next step. Mentioning that as usual, enter username. You need to take care about enter username, taking care about enter password. You need to take care about enter username and taking care about enter password, enter confirm password, enter full name and enter email. and then taking care about in mentioning that click on captcha. Click on captcha refresh button. Click on captcha refresh button and taking care about second step verify captcha. So we need to take care about in verifying with captcha. The functionality we are taking care about in verifying this particular captcha, we are taking care about in click on refresh button. Once I got click on that particular refresh button. Once I got click on that particular refresh button, what is the expected result? What is the expected result? You are taking care about in clicking on the refresh button. Once you click on that particular captcha refresh, what is the expected result? Captcha should be nothing but it asked it has to take care about in displaying with the new captcha. Whenever you're clicking on that particular refresh button, whenever you're taking care about in clicking on that particular refresh button, always it has to take care about, always it has to take care about in giving with that particular refresh button. You're done with the click activity. It has to take care about in displaying with new captcha. Every time it has to take care about, every time it has to take care about in displaying with new captcha. Rather than saying that, rather than saying that new captcha, rather than saying that new captcha, you need to take care about, you need to take care about in mentioning that unique. We can say that new, we can say that new, but rather than saying that new, we need to get mentioned that unique captcha should be displayed. Unique captcha should be displayed. So whenever you are taking care about, click on the captcha refresh button, you need to be able to see that that particular new captcha should be displayed. Okay. In the same way, you are taking care about TC 027, taking with another scenario. What is the next scenario? Verify mandatory fields. Taking care about in verifying with mandatory fields. Let's see that how we can write it. Let's take care about how we can write it. See the scenario number. What is the scenario number? 6. We got scenario number taking with 6. Okay. So that will be mentioning that taking with 6. Okay. Now see the steps here. See the steps. What is the first step? First step, as usual, taking care about launch browser. Second step, enter URL. Okay. Third step, click on new user registration. Register here. Fourth step, enter username. After that, enter password. After that, confirm password. After that, what is your scenario? What is your scenario? Verify mandatory fields. You need to confirm that. You need to confirm that it has been displaying with mandatory fields or not. You have to take care about, you need to take care about in displaying with mandatory fields or not. So that is what you need to be get mentioning that verify mandatory fields. Verify mandatory fields. You will provide test data. You will provide test data. What is the test data? URL, test data. Test data, guys. What is the test data I'll provide? I'll provide only URL. Then you will be taking with expected result. If I'm taking with expected result, what is the expected result? What are the mandatory fields? What are the mandatory fields? Username, password. What is it? Confirm password. It need to be get mentioned. Confirm password. After that, full name. After that, email. After that, taking with captcha text. So we need to be get mentioned that these are mandatory fields. So what exactly that mandatory fields? You need to be get mentioned that should be displayed mandatory fields. How you will confirm that it is mandatory field or not? What is it? Star symbol, which it will be taking with star symbol. You need to be get mentioned that star symbol with which color? Which color? Red color. You need to be get consider that star symbol as red color. You need to be get take care about. You need to be get take care about in mentioning that star symbol with red color. So what exactly that particular mandatory fields are there? We need to take care about. We need to take care about in providing all that particular respective mandatory fields. We need to take care about in providing all that particular respective mandatory fields. And after that, taking with TC028 and then taking with scenario. If I'm taking the scenario, what is the next scenario we got? Verify text box functionality. What is the functionality of the text box? Functionality of the text box. Entering the data. The functionality of the text box, considering that entering with the data. So that same thing. How we written for login page. How we written for login page. In the same way, we can continue. For the time being, I'm not writing, but you guys need to take care about in writing it. And then we got take care about in mentioning. What is the next scenario? Verify checkbox functionality. We need to take care about in verifying checkbox functionality. Let's see that. What is the scenario number? Scenario number. What is the scenario number? 8, which will be taking with scenario number 8. We need to take care about in following with all that particular step. We need to take care about in following with all that particular steps here. So need to take care about in writing with all that particular step. We have to take care about in writing all that particular step. Okay. I can see that launching the browser, entering the URL, click on user register, enter username, enter password, confirm password, full name, email, captcha, and taking care about, click on checkbox. After that, taking care about verify checkbox functionality. Verify checkbox functionality. You need to be get provide. You need to be get provide all that particular test data. You need to be get provide all that particular test data. So if I'm taking with checkbox, what is the functionality of the checkbox? Functionality of the checkbox. Single selection or multi-selection? Single selection or multi-selection? Yeah. Checkbox is single selection or multi-selection? Multi-selection. According to our project, according to our requirement document, for now, according to our requirement document, how many checkboxes we got? How many checkboxes we got? According to the requirement document, how many checkboxes we got? Only one particular checkbox. We got only one particular checkbox. Oh, okay. Now we need to take care about clicking on the checkbox. Now you need to take care about in writing expected result. What is the expected result we can write? Related to the checkbox. What is the expected result we can write? Online students. Expected result. What you will write? Right. So if I'm taking with expected result, so what is expected result we can write? Uh-huh. So you are taking about checkbox. Whenever you are taking with the text box, what is the functionality of the text box? Functionality of the text box. Entering the data. You are taking care about to test that particular text box by entering the data. But if I'm taking with the checkbox, how you can test with that particular checkbox? Checkbox alla test cheyali. You are taking care about click activity. Once you take with the click activity, what is the result we have to get? That particular tick mark. Nothing but what exactly the checkbox you done the click activity. What exactly the checkbox you done with the click activity. The same checkbox need to be selected. Now you can see that how we can write it. Let's see that how we can write it. We can mention that user taking care about click activity. User click checkbox. User has been taking care about in clicking on the checkbox. What exactly the checkbox he clicked on it? The same checkbox need to be selected, mentioning that. Right. So you can see that. So which need to be get mentioned that user has been taking care about in clicking on the checkbox. What exactly the checkbox has been done? The same checkbox should be selected. Either it has been single checkbox or multi checkbox. Depends on the requirement. Either it has been single checkbox or multi checkbox. It depends on the requirement. But we can say that which we can consider that user click checkbox should be selected. So that is what you are taking care about in considering that the checkbox functionality. So text box, What is the functionality of the text box? Functionality of the text box. Entering with the data. Either data got entered or not. What exactly the data we got entered, the same data need to be displayed. If I'm taking with the checkbox, what exactly the checkbox we got clicked it, the same checkbox should be selected. Okay. Next, TC 029, taking with scenario. What is the next scenario? అది ఫ్రీజ్ చేసావా? అవట్లేదు, ఫ్రీజ్ అయినట్టు చూడు. So if I'm taking with this particular scenario number 9, what is the scenario number 9? What is the scenario number 9? Verify labels that you can continue writing it same as our login page. For our login page, we are already written. That is the reason I'm not taking care about it. You have to take care about in writing the test cases. What is the next one? Verify heading. That is also you can write it. What is the next one? Logo. That logo is related to whole application. Let's see that how we can write it. Let's see that how we can write it. What is the scenario number? Scenario number 11. We can take care about scenario number 11, which we will be taking with scenario number 11. See the steps how we can write it as usual. First step. What is the first step? What is the first step? Launch browser. Second step, enter URL. Taking with third step, that particular third step, we can mention that taking with verify logo for whole application. Verify logo for whole application, because that particular logo, not like any page, we need to take care about verifying the logo for whole application. Test data. What is the test data? What is the test data? URL. Now, taking with expected result. What is the expected result? Logo should be displayed. Logo should be displayed for whole application. Logo should be displayed for whole application. Okay. Similar to that, taking with TC 0, taking with 30, mentioning that TS 0, 12. If I'm taking with TS 012, what is that scenario? Verify header. So header is related to whole application. In the same way, we got in a footer. Footer is related to whole application. Header is related to whole application, and footer is related to whole application. Let's see that how we can write it. Let's see that how we can write it. As usual, taking care about first step, mentioning that launch browser. Taking care about second step. What is the second step? Enter URL. Taking with third step, that particular third step. What is the third step? Verify header or heading. Header or heading. Header. Heading is related to particular page. Header is related to all application. So considering that, verify header for whole application. Verify header for whole application. What is the test data? URL. Expected result. Header. Header should be displayed for whole application. Header should be displayed for whole application. Then you will be taking with test case 31, that scenario number 13 related to footer. One you will be taking with header and another one you will be taking with footer. See that. You will be taking with mentioning about writing with the step. What is that step? Launch browser. Second step, enter URL. Okay. Third step, verify footer. Footer for whole application. Verify footer for whole application, taking with that particular test data, taking with that particular test data. Expected result, footer should be displayed for whole application. Footer should be displayed for whole application. Okay. Then you will be taking with TC 032, taking with scenario number, that 14 related to login. That part we are already done. That particular one. Let's go with 3.3. 3.3 scenario number 24. The 3.3, what is the functionality? 3.3, what is the functionality? Verify search hotel functionality. Now let's see that how we can write it. Let's see that. Scenario number. Let's see that. So taking with this particular scenario number 24. Scenario number 24. Okay. Let's see that. TS 024. See the steps how we can write it. First step. What is the first step? What is the first step? Launch browser. You need to take care about first step, mentioning that launch browser as it is, you will write. Second step, enter URL. Okay. Third step. Third step. See the very simple understanding. What is the scenario got? Verify search hotel functionality. What is the meaning of test scenario? The meaning of test scenario. What need to be tested? Meaning of test case. How to be tested. If I'm taking scenario according to our requirement, what is the scenario we have to test it? What we have to test it? Search hotel functionality. We have to take care about in testing that search hotel functionality working correctly or not. A functionality test cheyali. To test that functionality, what are the steps need to be followed? We have to take care about writing that step. So for that, you are taking care about launching the browser, enter URL, and taking care about enter username, and taking care about enter password. After that, taking care about next step. Click on login button. After that, sixth step, Sixth step. If I'm taking that particular sixth step, online students, what is the sixth step we can try? Sixth step, guys. What is your scenario? Scenario in such hotel functionality. We need to confirm that, we need to test that such hotel functionality working correctly or not. A functionality test cheyali. Is that such hotel functionality working correctly or not? We have to test that. A functionality test cheyali. So how we can test such hotel functionality? I will confirm that. Click on search button. Is a directly click on search button? Then I will test it. Yeah. ఎలా టెస్ట్ చేస్తారు guys? Search functionality test చేయాలి. So how you can test that functionality? Is it without selecting these options directly will click on search button? No, right? What you have to do? You done the login, okay. But after doing the login, is it all these options are automatically selected? Once you done the login, is that all these options are automatically selected? Yes or no? No. Then what we have to do? We have to select. Is it in one single click we can select all the options? Assume that in just one single click all the options will be selected. No. All are individual thing. You have to take care about one by one. So because of that, once you done with the login, what is the sixth step we have to write? Select location. Select location. You have to take care about, you need to take care about in mentioning that select location. Okay. After that, select hotel, which you will be taking with select a hotel. Okay. After that, select room type, which you will be taking with select room type. After that, taking with select number of rooms, taking with select number of rooms. After that, what is it? So we are taking with number of rooms. After that, we go check-in date, right? We are having check-in date and check-out date. So that particular check-in date is a drop-down or text box. Check-in date is drop-down or text box. Functionality of the drop-down. Functionality of the drop-down. Selecting the data. Functionality of the drop-down. Selecting with the data. Because of that, you got take care about and written the statement. Select. Functionality of text box. Functionality of the text box. Entering the data. Because of that, we need to be get mention. What you will mention? Enter check-in date. You need to be get considering that enter check-in date. Then you will be taking care about in mentioning enter checkout date. You need to take care about enter checkout date. After that, right. So which need to be get mentioning that taking with select adults, and after that taking with mentioning about taking with select children. So you need to take care about, doing the practice of getting comfortable with the steps of in writing each and every particular step. You need to take care about in comfortable in writing each and every particular step. You need to take the practice. Don't be worried. We are getting more number of steps. That doesn't make any problem. That doesn't make any problem at all. You have to take the practice of in typing, in writing each and every step in a very detail. And after that, finally, we need to take care about. Click on search button. Okay. Now test data. What is the test data? URL, username. What is it? Password. Uh-huh. After password, login. Uh-huh. Confirm password. Yeah. After password, you're providing the location that is drop down. In the drop down is that you will get only one option. When you're taking the drop down, is that you will get only one option? No, list of options are there. In the list of options, you have to take care about in mentioning that what is option you need to select. In the list of option, you have to take care about what is option need to be select. That will be taking with location. After that, taking with hotel. After that, you will be taking with room type. After that, you will be taking with number of rooms. After that, you will be taking with check-in date. Okay. After that, you will be taking with checkout date. Okay. After that, taking with which you will be mentioning about adult and then taking with children. So what exactly you are entering the data and what exactly you are selecting the data. You have to take care about in providing with each and every data because as part of testing, test data is very most important. As part of the testing, test data is very most important. It's mandatory that you need to be get comfortable in taking care about in providing what exactly the data you are selecting it. So you need to be get provide all that particular test data. Now expected result. What is expected result? Hotel page. Yeah. See the requirement document, guys. What is it? What is it? Select a hotel. You are providing all the fields. You are taking care about all the data and you are clicking on search button. Once I got click on search button, it has to take care about. Once I got click on search button, you need to take care about select a hotel. Select a hotel. Page should be displayed. Select a hotel. Page should be displayed. You need to come up with taking care about in writing with each and every particular step. You need to take care about in writing each and every particular step. Continued with the same. I'm just taking care about TC 033. Taking with scenario. Taking with scenario 24 only. What is the scenario number 24? Verify search hotel functionality. Verify search hotel functionality. Let's see that how we are writing it. I'm taking with other combination. If I'm taking with this particular combination, you can see that. If I'm taking with this particular step in writing, taking care about, click on search button. Click on search button. See the step. Launching the browser, enter the URL, enter username, enter password, click on login button and click on search button. Now see that. Test data. What is the test data? URL, username and taking with password. Expected result. Expected result. Error message should be displayed. Why it has to display error message? We are not selected any of mandatory fields. We are not selected. We are not selected any of the mandatory fields. Okay. After that, taking care about TC 0, 34, taking with TS 0, 24. That's scenario number 24. Scenario number 24. What is that scenario? What is that scenario? Verify search hotel. Verify search hotel functionality. Now we can see that what we are doing. See the 10th step. See the 10th step. What is the 10th step we got? Enter. Enter check-in date. That we are already done. We are already written the test case. Now what is the modification we are doing? Let's see here. See that. So how we are doing is enter check-in date, enter check-in date as previous date. I'm taking care about to test that search hotel functionality by providing check-in date as previous date. We are taking care about in trying with all the combinations. You need to think about all the possibilities, all the combinations. What exactly all the possibilities, all the combinations are there. You have to take care about, you need to take care about in thinking about all that particular combinations. Now I'm trying to take care about that particular check-in date as a previous date. Okay. Now, expected result. What is the expected result? What is the expected result? I'm entering check-in date as previous date and clicking on search button by giving all the details. Check-in date as a previous date, clicking on search button. So what is the expected result? What is the expected result? Error message should be displayed. Why it has to give error message? Why it has to give error message? That particular check-in date is previous date. That particular check-in date is previous date. Because of that, we need to take care about in mentioning that error message should be displayed. Okay. So you have to take care about all the combinations. I'm not writing. You need to care about all that particular respective combinations here. You can think about, all the combinations. TC, sorry, test case 35. Okay. See the next scenario. What is the next scenario? Verify reset button that you guys can continue. Same as how written for registration page. In the registration page, we got a reset button. In the same way, can continue. I'm not taking care about writing all the test cases. For the time being, I'm not writing. It's not like Suresh sir is not writing. Why we need to write it? We'll also skip that and then writing only less number of test case. In case if you skip the test case, your manual testing also skipping only. Manual testing has been skipping. Your job also. If a job is skipped, salary also skip only. Because of that, please take care about. Please take care about in writing each and every test cases, I'm trying to cover all the possibilities. What are the test cases we can write? Similar things, you need to take the practice. Reset button, we are already written in that new user registration, follow the same. What is the next one? Labels, you can continue on that. What is the next one? Text box, you can continue. After that, drop down functionality. Let's see that how we can write it. Scenario number 28. Okay, let's see that. Scenario number 28. So we need to take care about scenario number 28. So if functionality, we need to verify drop down functionality. Previously we done with the text box. What is the functionality of the text box? Functionality of the text box, entering the data. Functionality of the drop down, functionality of the drop down, selecting the data. Let's see how we step. Take sixth step. I'm taking with sixth step. See the sixth step here. Considering the verify drop down functionality. Verify drop down functionality. That's 6.1. 6.1. Mentioning that select location. Select location. Okay. 6.2. 6.2. Select. What is it? Hotel. Okay. 6.3. Select room type. Select room type. 6.4. What is it? 6.4. What is that? Select number of rooms. Select number of rooms. Okay. 6.5. Select adult. And 6.6. Taking with select children. Select children. Okay. Test data need to be get provided. All the test data need to be get provided. You need to take care about. All the test data. You have to take care about all the test data. Now, expected result. What is expected result you can write? Expected result. Text box functionality. Text box functionality. Entering the data. Drop down functionality. Selecting the data. Now, what is expected result you can write? What is it? User selected data should be displayed. So as usual, you can mention that user selected data, or you can mention that option. You can consider that data, or you can consider that option, or you can consider that value. Based on your comfortable, you can mention that user selected option. User selected option should be displayed. It can be any drop down. Any drop down, the functionality will be same. Any drop down, the functionality will be same. We can mention that user selected option should be displayed. Okay. Next, 36. Taking with that particular scenario. Taking with the scenario number 29. What is that scenario? Verify drop down values. Verify drop down values. Now we can see how we can write it. Let's see that how we can write it. TS 0, 29. We have to take care about we need to take care about in mentioning that. We need to take care about in mentioning that. Verify drop down values. We need to take care about in verifying drop down values in our requirement document. In our requirement document, what are the drop down values? Do we have that information? If you refer requirement document, in the requirement document, what are the drop down values? Do we have the details? Yes or no? In the requirement document, do we have the details? No. For now, we are not having that particular details. For now, we are not having that particular details. Because of that, we are not able to provide all the details. In simple, we can mention that drop down values or options. You can consider that drop down values, or we can say that options should be displayed. Drop down values or options should be displayed. So what exactly the drop down options are there? That particular drop down options, it has to be displayed. Okay. Then taking with TC 037, taking care about scenario. What is the next scenario? Verify mandatory fields that you can continue. What is the next one? Verify heading that you can write it. After that, verify links that you can write. After that, welcome text that you can continue. After that, hello text. Hello text. Let's see how we can write. Scenario number 34. Okay. Scenario number 34. TS 034. See the steps here. First step. What is the first step? Launch browser. Second step, enter URL. Second step, enter URL. Third step. What is the third step? Enter username. Fourth step, enter password. We need to enter password. Fifth step, click on login button. Click on login button. And then sixth step, mentioning that verify welcome text. Verify hello text, right? Verify hello text. What is the test data? URL, username, taking with password. Expected result. Hello text should be displayed as hello Suresh Babu. It has to display hello text. What is that hello text it has to display? Username. Which username? Which username? A username display avali. Which username it has to display, guys? What is it? Login page. In the login page, you are entering username. That username it has to display. Now form the sentence. Form the sentence. Online students. See the understanding. You are having login page. In the login page, you have username. what exactly username you entered in the login page. So that particular username, it has to display after hello. Now form the sentence. Which login? User login. Now form the sentence. User login. Login should be displayed. Online students. Who is entering the username? Who is entering the username? Who is entering the username? User. Where it is entered? Where it is entered? A username ఎక్కడ enter చేస్తున్నారు? Login page. Now, that username has to display. User got entered username in login page. So that username what we entered in the login page, the same username it has to display after hello. Now form the sentence. User login name should be displayed. Yeah. Uh-huh. Who is entering the username? User is entering. Where he was entering? Login. Where it has to display? After hello. Now try the sentence. User. Still BTech only, guys. Uh-huh. User entered login page should be where it has to display. Yeah. See here. User entered username in login page. User entered username. User entered username in login page should be displayed as hello username. Hello username on which page? Where it has to display? Sorry, on what is it? Search hotel page. Is it only search hotel page? Then select hotel page. Select hotel page. After that, bouquet hotel page. So what exactly that pages are there? It has to display in the login page. In the login page, what exactly the username is entered. In the login page, what exactly the username is entered. The same username it has to be displayed. See here, see the step. User entered username in login page should be displayed as hello. That hello is a constant only. After hello, what it has to display? Username. That username, what user entered in login page, both the things should be the same. That is the reason we mentioned in the brackets that hello text, it has to display on search hotel page. Is that it? No, in the login page, it is not displaying it. It has to display. It has to display on that particular select hotel page, search hotel page. In what are all pages it has to display, you need to be get provided. So that is what you need to be get written. That is what you need to take care about it. And then you need to take care about in writing all that particular scenarios. So you have to take care about date format. the date format same as that particular label. For label, how we written in the same way, you can take care about date format. What is the next one? Taking with that particular 3.4. That particular 3.4. What is the scenario number? Scenario number 36. Scenario number taking with 36. Considering the 0. 38. Mentioning the 36. You have to take care about all the steps need to be done. You have to take care about in considering that, taking care about in considering that all the steps need to be written. All the steps need to be written. It doesn't make any problem. It doesn't make any problem in getting with more number of the step. You have to take care about login, searching the hotel, click on search button. After that, what is the next step? What is it? Not verify. Select required hotel. Select required hotel. After that, click on. Yeah. See the requirement document, guys. When you take that particular and you are selecting the required hotel, once you select the required hotel, what is the next step? You need to click on continue button. You have to take care about and click on continue button. Click on continue button. You need to be get provide. You need to be get provide all the test data. Expected result. Expected result. Uh, bouquet hotel page. Bouquet hotel page should be displayed. Bouquet hotel page should be displayed. It has to take care about. It has to take care about in displaying with bouquet hotel page should be displayed. So you have to take care about in continue writing all the test cases. You need to come up with in writing more number of test cases. You need to take care about in writing with more number of test cases. You need to take care referring that particular requirement document. So take care about referring the requirement document and then take care about referring the scenario document. Scenarios document, requirement document, then you have to come up with in writing maximum of test cases. I'm not writing all the combinations, but you guys need to take care about in writing all the combinations need to be done. You have to take care about in writing more number of test cases. I told that how many test cases I required? How many test cases? 100 plus. I required 100 plus test cases. Very easily, we can write 100 test cases. We can write more than 100 test cases. Please take care about refer the requirement document, refer the scenarios, and come up with in writing more number of test cases because test cases are very most important as part of the real time. You need to be get comfortable in writing with more number of test cases. So please look into that practice. Please spend with the time in writing with more number of test cases. Don't be worried in writing more number of steps. First, take care about writing each and every step. After that, we can reduce that. How we can reduce a step? What is that particular logic that I will be taking care of it. But first, please take care about in taking the practice of writing with more number of test cases. I required you guys need to take care about in writing with each and every particular test case. Again, I'm saying that if you require the real-time knowledge, it's mandatory that you need to take the practice. So please take care about in documenting all that particular test cases. Please look